On top of my head, I can't really think of any other designer brand that can do limited edition freshies like the House of Issey Miyake. Today I'm going to delve into two 2014 releases from the house that I'm extremely late on, 5 years later. But these two could be gems with the names of Mint and Yuzu over here. Especially Yuzu, that's Issey Miyake's game. I wanted to really look into these ones, so I got them split. And let's see what I think in my initial impressions. Coming up. Fragrance family, welcome to my November 2019 unboxing and first impression video. As you can see, these are already unboxed. First and foremost, I want to thank my splitter that actually purchased both of these for me, split them halfway through, and I get my half here with the bottle. So certainly appreciate that. It allows me to get actually two limited editions that I missed out on, and these are super scars, hard to find. They're on eBay, and actually on eBay they're not that bad. When you find them, they're sometimes subpar of $100 Canadian, so USD is fairly cheap. So I wanted to roll the dice. These are both that I always had an interest in. They were both released in 2014, so I was heavy into my fragrance game, and I guess I just never scooped them up. Issey Miyake is a brand that's, I don't know, there's some YouTubers that absolutely love Issey Miyake, like myself, and then there's other YouTubers that don't even give this brand really that much of a chance, or they ignore this brand as a whole. I really feel like this is one of the premier brands in the designer game as far as freshies go. I really feel that they have the fresh game on lock, especially with a lot of their limited editions. And I'm looking at 2009 summer edition that I absolutely love. It's still one of my favorite freshies of all time. They do have some duds in their catalog, but a lot of brands do. So I feel like Issey Miyake is really one of those brands that's, you know, on par with, I think, you know, Bulgari and other brands such as that. I think it's a second tier designer brand, but still has really some solid releases. So these two releases, again, very much they piqued my interest, and I really wanted to get my hands on them. I'm so happy that I got these, and the bottles actually look pretty good. I like the white tops on them. So let's introduce them. First and foremost, as you can see here, this is from the sport edition. So Issey Miyake released this sport edition right here. I got a small bottle that I don't think I've ever reviewed this. This is l'Odyssée pour Homme Sport. Really a fragrance, I'll be honest, I wasn't really a fan of. I think this is one of the poorest releases from them, and I know some people, Issey Miyake purists, are going to hate me for that, but I feel like the brand had a lot more to offer than the sport release. I'm not a huge fan of it. I should actually review it. So this is actually a flanker to that, and it is called the same thing, l'Odyssée pour Homme Sport, but the mint edition. So it has mint across the bottle, and this is the same type of idea here for the original l'Odyssée. This one has yuzu on the side too. I believe these are both EDTs. Yes, they are. So let's get into it. Let's start with this one, the sport. So again, the sport version, I don't know, I didn't like it. So hopefully the one that has infused with mint, I would assume, is the one that I'm really going to, I think I'm going to like this one better than the original. So let's see what I get out of this. I'm going to do one spray on a piece of paper. That's plenty enough. And yeah, transparent, watery, lot of grapefruit here, more than mint. There's the mint. So there's some greenness. There's a lot of citruses up top. Very, the nose is Morias on this one, actually. Not as sharp or as bright as I would come to expect, but definitely more green than yellows here that I'm getting out of this release, which of course with mint I would assume that. It has a heavy hit of geranium that I'm getting here, vetiver, a splash of mint up top. Mint's not that great in this release, at least on paper, but as an overall feeling on this one, It has some thickness to it. With a lot of Issey Miyake's, they are transparent, but at the same time, they do have some depth to them, which I really appreciate. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this more in the high heat. Obviously, it's fall now here in Canada, so it's probably going to be put away, but I definitely could wear this in the office setting, we'll say. Not a bad release. Much better already on paper than this one, I feel. So it's something that is going to get some use out of me, and I wouldn't be surprised. The more I wear this, probably would sneak up in some of my top 20 list for summer or spring. So this one, I like it. The mint one, pretty good. Now let's hop on to the yuzu one. Now moving on to the yuzu one, if you didn't know, now you're gonna know. Yuzu is of course a note that was really probably introduced to a lot of you out there with the House of Issey Miyake, with their, of course, their top seller back in '94, I think that was released, Issey Miyake Puram. I might be wrong, l'Odyssey. But again, if this is an amplified yuzu note, this is gonna be great. I'm really excited to really see if this one has that amplified yuzu. So let's sniff it out. And oh yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, sparkling, fresh, and that's how I like my Issey Miyake's. Is this kind of reminds me of a summer edition, how transparent that they are. The original l'Odyssey, even though very transparent, has some depth to it. This one really feels like a summer, invigorating. It really has a lot of that. It has a lot of citrus feeling to the fragrance. Green, yellows, even I'm thinking like maybe an orange in here. There's a lot going on as far as citrus components go, but they're very much beautifully done. As again, just smelling this, it's funny, but if you put this and blindfolded me, I would know that's an Issey Miyake release. I've never really felt any citruses out of the Issey Miyake house that really replicates what Issey Miyake does with their openings. And that includes the Summer Edition 2009 that I love. This is very close to that opening. Very bright, uplifting, beautiful citrus combo. I'm not feeling much more than that. There's a little bit of sweetness here. There's some greens here, but really a beautiful, beautiful citrus opening. So I can't wait to actually put these two on skin. And these could be, you know, I don't want to be speaking too soon because I've only smelt them really on a piece of paper. I haven't really worn these too much. I could see this 2020. These could be joining their summer 2009 edition. So in some of my top 20 lists. So that's two good, I think, two good purchases, blind purchases for me. Again, this may help out somebody that wants to snipe these up on eBay. So I know a lot of people say, why are you talking about fragrances that are in limited edition, they're discontinued, they're hard to find. These are the type of videos that actually really help people. New releases, yeah, it can help people, but things that are steadily available in department stores, you guys can test them out. There's testers readily available, things like that. You can get samples. These you can't. You will have to do your homework if you want to spend the money. And these type of videos I love. That I wish I had more videos on these type of fragrances that have long been discontinued, that I could really gauge if I really want to purchase them. So I hope this video does help out somebody that was maybe eyeballing these two. I really think the early returns right now, this one is the winner in my personal opinion. It's edging out the mint-based one. So if you enjoyed this content, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and that bell is waiting to be rung. Are you part of my notification gang yet? I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. My handle is Robes08, just like my YouTube channel. Also have a Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation. We're up to 16,600 members. Have you joined us? If not, join us today. As always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your fresh scent wisely. Again, Issey Miyake is a house that you should definitely check out if you're looking into fresh fragrances. That's not all they're known for, but they really do them great, at least in my personal opinion. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.